Hey guys, welcome back to LF Studios, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Airsoft M249, otherwise known as the Saw. Alright, so if you guys have been keeping up with this channel for a while, or even mine for that matter, you've seen this used a lot. We used it on a hornet's nest a while back, and then I've done a couple videos on it myself, but we've never done like an in-depth review of it, so we're going to go ahead and just do an overview of the whole thing, starting from tip to butt, obviously, as I normally do. So up here, this did have an orange tip on it, but it was very fragile and broke off, so that happened. But this flash hider up here definitely looks cool. It doesn't function for anything, but it just adds to the character of it. So moving back, we have this front iron sight right here. Works pretty well, good sight picture. Moving down, we have our bipod that folds out, has a swivel on there, so if you're mounting up somewhere, you know, you can get some positions with it. And then you can actually take this off if you want to. I'm not going to do that because it's too much of a hassle, but I have done it before, so that's definitely possible. Moving down, we have a triple rail system on this, so if you wanted to add like a foregrip or laser, something like that, you can definitely do that. So that is pretty cool. And then down here, this is just to hold your bipod. Has these two little notches that line up, and then just stick it in there and then it holds it. So moving up here, we have a carry handle, which is pretty nice. It's got different positions. Some of them lock in. Right here it doesn't, but then right there it does. Same with the side, and then also down like that. So another interesting detail. Up here is pretty much just a fake barrel shroud with the holes drilled into it, so it imitates the real one for cooling down the barrel. And then it pretty interesting concept that they've implemented into this is that they have a quick change barrel. So all you have to do is just hit this lever right here, and that pops your barrel out. So if you need to change anything, you can do that. I'm not going to pull it the whole way off, but you get the idea. And then it just snaps back into place. Over here, we have a mock charging handle, which a lot of people wish it would, you know, actually move back a lot more than what it does. But I mean, it's kind of a fragile piece, so I wouldn't mess with it too much, but it's kind of cool to mess around with occasionally. Moving up here, we have our where our feed tray would be right there. They do have the parts for it, but this specific model only takes the regular like M4 style mags, not box mags. But folding this part up shows you where the hop up system is on this. A little stiff to move, but if you lube it up a little bit, it'll be fine. But they have the mock tray right there, so you can mess around with that. It act like you're using an actual M249. And then we have our whole system right there, and then our battery sits back here, which this is a lithium battery, a LiPo. So this is a 7.4, I think. I can't exactly remember what it is, but this battery has lasted me a while. Just make sure if you are using a LiPo battery that you are watching it, because they can blow up, and that is not good. That has happened to one of my friends before, so definitely watch for that. But close that back up. You just want to press these two buttons in on the side. It's on both sides. Just press it in, and then they just lock in. Then you're good. So up here, we have another Picatinny rail, so if you want to mount any scopes, optics, anything like that, you can. Back here is the rear iron sight, which is adjustable for windage and elevation, which is pretty cool. Back here is a sling mount, so if you want to add it, because this is a pretty hefty gun, even though this is made out of polymer, it's still pretty hefty to carry around. Down here we have our grip, which is pretty comfortable. I really like it. And then up here is our trigger, which this is only fully automatic, so pretty nice trigger pull. And then our safety is right here, just like a standard crossbow safety. And then down here, I'm pretty sure this is for if you have the big box mags, you can hang it onto there. So yeah, that's a detail that's on there. I don't have a box mag, so I don't know how that works, but I'm assuming it works pretty well. So then moving back here, last detail, we have our stock. So this is the paratrooper version. So the stock, you know, collapses to this size, so it's a lot more maneuverable. And then whenever you want, you can actually pull it out, twist it, then use it as an actual stock. And it's pretty sturdy. Not too much padding on the back. But like I said, this is just a paratrooper version, pretty skeletonized on the stock. So it does its purpose and it's not too bad. So that's pretty much an overview of this. Let's go ahead and show you the firing for it. All right, guys, so we've got the M249 right here. Got a magazine loaded up. This is a high cap. Go ahead and stick that in. It's a little complicated as a left-hander, but you manage. Flick it off safe, and we're gonna see how much damage this does to these apples. Making some homemade applesauce. All right, so now that we made our homemade applesauce, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some cans, and I'm gonna be laying on the ground using the bipod, seeing how effective it is. Now we got this massive fat boy mag, as it's called, about 850 rounds. Load it up. There we go. Get down. Oh man. Flick it off safe and pick these boys off. You know what? Who needs to aim whenever you can just spray and pray with this thing? All right, guys, so we're gonna try and do a little bit of a range test. We step back a lot further than where we were last time, and gonna try and do single shots with this. It's kind of hard because it's only fully automatic, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Over. I got a gangster shooter. All right, so since that range test didn't do so good, the father of the cans decided to come out, so we're gonna go ahead and teach him a lesson. All right, guys, so overall, this Airsoft M249 is really nice. Probably one of my favorite airsoft guns that I own. I picked this up for about $250, so definitely price could be an issue if you're looking for something like this, but this is probably one of the cheapest and most reliable LMGs that you could find in airsoft. So I would definitely recommend it. It is a lot of fun. If you do get it though, you might want to get a sling because, like I said before, this is pretty hefty, probably sitting around 10 pounds. So yeah, overall, really good, and I would for sure recommend it to you guys. All right, guys, that's going to be everything for this video. I definitely had a lot of fun shooting this thing and just going over it for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, definitely really cool. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notification bell so you know whenever LF Studio uploads, and then make sure you comment because that really helps out the videos in the algorithm. So that's going to be everything. Make sure, keep it electrified.